Big moment for these two countries. This is the semi-final, the first of two in the qualifiers competition. Chile to the left, Germany to the right. And Chile, it's 4 wins from 4 good wins against Sri Lanka, Namibia, Hong Kong, and also Uruguay. And you look at the starting 7, Branger has been in terrific form. The top try scorer for the competition is Julio Blanc, wearing jersey number 11. And as for Germany, well, Bastian Heimer has scored 3 tries here in Hong Kong, 2017. Great contest. This is worthy of being a final, and that's why they've got one of the best in the business to officiate. One of the more experienced referees on the 7th circuit is Richard Kelly from New Zealand. Ollie Phillips, former English Sevens internationals, alongside me. And Ollie, big rewards for one of these countries to make it through to the final.
Huge, Willie. I mean, the pressure just keeps building on them. Last night we saw Germany narrowly squeak through against Hong Kong. So much pressure on their shoulders, and they came up trumps. Can they produce it all over again against the Chilean side? They've been on form.
We're underway for the first of two semi-finals. Germany with first possession, batted back, and coming through with the headgear is Uros for Chile. Germany still in control in that match last night, 14-7. They upset the home favourites, and now they've got first possession, and that's a different option, is to kick first from Mutherin. Getting back in number 4 is Torrealba. Takes it to the line, can't get through the hard work of Bookman. And now Uros sees his captain out to the right, but comes back to the left where there's a few Chilean players in small numbers. Good tackle there from Lieberg. This is Branger, not afraid to go to the line. That ball out the back was special. Unfortunately, it didn't go to the hands of Fernandez.
Yeah, well, it looked good, but unfortunately just not the execution there. Keep it in 2 hands, push it through. He'd done all the hard work, gone in and out, committed the last defender. Stray pass.
One mistake in the sport of sevens, and it could cost you the opportunity of being a core team in the next regular season. If you're just joining us for the first time in sevens, there are 15 core teams that travel the globe, the 4 corners of the world, to the 10 tournaments, and that is the prize for one of the 4 teams that we'll see over the next 28 minutes. Good push from Chile, so they get an early turnover. Torrealba goes in. Uros has Julio Blanc out to the left of his, going to use him, but he goes in the contact first, and the ball out the back was a speculator. Germany with good field position. Now out to From. Sebastian From puts the head down and keeps driving. Uros was offside.
Yeah, way offside there, Willie. Germany just can keep occupying Chilean territory here, build some more pressure. Penalty opportunity near the middle of the field.
Angel Bookman played for the Natal Sharks Academy back in 2009, captain Germany in Moscow. 27-year-old there taps the ball and pushes it to the right. They've split the field. They've got 3 players on the left, 3 on the right, and they look to come back down this left-hand side. Lieberg gets out to the man we're talking about, Angel Bookman, straight into the captain of Chile, Felipe Branger. This is Kalitz, big and strong as Kalitz gets rid of the defenders to open the German account.
Well, this is all about the power of Kalitz here. Steps off the right foot, spots the opportunity, goes to space, and look at that left-hand fend. Swats nearer away as if he's not even there. 5 points for Germany.
He's into his final year of his master's degree in engineering. And look at the power here. That's the most impressive thing, the fend.
That's textbook, isn't it? Will you try and coach that with all players, and when it's executed, ball placement perfect, really well done for Kalitz.
22-year-old mother, his German grandparents from Leipzig. They have been in tremendous form, Germany. Spain as well as Chile. So 3 of the top teams that have performed over the last 2 days certainly deserve to be here, and now it's all up to Chile. They've certainly had their opportunities. They've had plenty of possession in the opening 4 minutes, but just unable to break through this staunch and stoic German defence. Running back is Silva. It's recycled here as Blanc. 5 tries to Julio Blanc. The offload to Torrealba. Udoz was there, not required, and now the kick pass out to his captain, Brangier. Felipe Brangier, the offload to Nida. Torrealba throws a few dummies, throws a few more, then Udoz on a good angle. Udoz now, just a sweep and a beat. This is the best passage of play for Chile. They've gone 80 metres. Brangier, the captain, one-on-one steps, 4 short offloads, try. Francesco Nieta gets it done.
The first foray into the German half, and Chile make them pay for it. Absolutely outstanding. This is an offloading game to behold. So many support line runners all over the place, cutting angles, exposing the German defence. Brilliant stuff from them, and what a comeback.
Ollie, you've played here on a couple of occasions. You won titles here, and that 7's at its best, isn't it? Running angles, using the big men to go through the hard yards. As we look this to draw level, it's 7-all.
Just so good when you've got options as a ball carrier. You're trying to beat your defender one-on-one. If they could get a half scrag, you want to look for that offload. You want to try and free your hands. Chile had so many options. Brilliant play from them.
Yeah, they'll be celebrating in Santiago after that try, drawing them level, 7-all. Kalit's the try scorer for Germany. Big and strong, and now the offload to their playmaker in jersey 4, Mutherin. This is Bookman. Good swarming defence there from Chile. Silva goes around the corner. You can't do that. You shouldn't play the ball either. You've got to be careful about that. 0 tolerance for trying to slow the game down. And now the Germans want to get on with it. The quick and wide pass out to where Sebastian From gets rid of the first. Good leg drive, great strength from the German flyer. Hempel out to Bookman. They had numbers out to the right, but the try scorer says, you know what? I'm going to pick up a double. Used power in the first and used class in the second. 4th try in Hong Kong this weekend.
Well, it's been a Kalit's blitz, isn't it? Unbelievable. Off that right foot again. Uses the left end. Twice he uses it. Bang, bang off the right. And swats him away. That left hand is absolutely prolific for him. What a try.
Had players out to the right, opted to come back, and there is that fend again. Get out of my face, he says. Don't even think about it. And 2 converted tries. Sees a scoreline of 14-7 at the break.
Pasaron los primeros minutos, soltamos 2 pelotas, compadre, lo tenemos claro. Empezamos después de la posesión, hay que tener paciencia, Javier Chay. Ojo, un punto de contacto lento. Entonces, chao, necesitamos gente de pie, Nacho, gente de pie, vámonos. No me queda
Okay, good patience on the rucks. When they isolate themselves, then we flood it. We have good patience so far. On attack, boys, on attack. Their inside cover's very slow, so Maxi, great stuff. Keep doing that. Let's keep active on the ball. Active in our threes. So that if we do choose contact there, A, we're there for the offload option. B, we set up offside line, we play away. Keep doing what we're doing. Don't defend the lead, keep playing.
Let's not push our offload. Take the ball, take it in, quick enough, reach the free side, we'll go again. Dominate the first 2 minutes on the second half, yeah? Agent, well, ultimately, it's going to be down.
poised this game now, Willie. 14-7 to Germany, but Chile not really having a huge amount of possession in that first half. We know how potent they can be. Restart, they must secure it now. And then it is all to play for the next 7 minutes.
Who wants it more? Who has trained the hardest over the year to get themselves in this situation of a semi-final? They've still got one match to play. So this one gives them assurance and a guarantee of being a core team next season. We'll put them one step closer. Germany kick off the second half. Udos goes high, and that's a lovely ball retained from the get-go. Straight away they move it to where Mutheren gets it out to Bookman, the big strong man on the captain from Chile. Slow ball. Parkinson in jersey 12, one of the players from the bench. Szczesny does a good job in going into the contact, and they're still retaining possession here are the Germans.
It's good patient play from Germany here, Willie. Just sapping the energy, sapping the confidence out of Chile. They're just going to drill the corner, go to the set piece.
And they scored just before the break. And so much in the game of sevens is about what happens before the halftime break and also what happens immediately after. So the impact and the great start from the second half is going all Germany's way at the moment. The set piece has been good for them. Keep an eye out for Parkinson in the middle of the field for them. And also first receiver Hempel. He's been a real handful for the oppositions of Jamaica, Uganda, Tonga and Hong Kong. Well, they can't get the throw right, so regardless of who's in the German backline, they've got to get the ball. There's Parkinson with a big tackle coming in. And straight to deck.
Good call from Richard Kelly there. Just going straight off his feet into that ruck. You've got to stay upright. Germany said, right, we got it wrong first time, let's have another go.
Well, that's why I'm surprised they've gone to this. I thought the better option may have been ball in hand.
They clearly got a plan, Willie, off the top of that line. They've got some big men, big units in their forwards. So the option of then the catch and drive. Or they use the big hard line running number 12, Parkinson, straight up the middle.
Well, they still can't get it right because Chile get up. Udos gets up in the line out, they win the ball. Now he goes into play halfback. They're gonna have to go 100 meters, Chile, but they've got the class and the players to do it. Silva in at halfback again, comes down the short side, not much space there. Draws in the tackle of Mutheren. And also double try scorer Kalitz. Wow, that player was in front of his teammate. Accidental offside. They're lucky that's not a penalty, and Germany get great field position.
Yeah, I agree with you, Willie. I thought that's a penalty, accidental offside, but Germany got to make some of this territory in possession count. They've been really lucky. Well, they can stay here.
And this is the worst place to defend as well. You've got an 18-meter blind that you've got to try and protect. And the pace, and that's the reason why they've made a change. This is great coaching. On comes Bastian Heimer. He scored 3 tries over the last couple of days, and he is quick.
Pick up and right. What do you think, Willie? Try and expose the one-on-one on this right-hand side.
That would be my option. Big scrum, though, coming in from Chile. They'll get the penalty, though, Germany. They tap. They've got numbers here, Germany. Looking for the hat-trick, Kalitz. Can't get there. Heimer releases the ball. They go lateral. Someone needs to go straight here for Germany if they want to get a 5-pointer. And that man is Szczesny. Strong defense from Chile. This is great defense. They'll get the turnover here. Now they've got to release him. Parkinson. They were offside again, so here's another penalty. Discipline a problem here.
It is, but really clever.
They tap and go. Here comes the try to Parkinson. Too close, too much class, and too much power.
Well, eventually the Chilean defence cracks, but it was really, really intelligent play from Germany just before that. The player goes into the ruck, into the maul, the Chileans holding him up, hoping Referee Richard Kelly is going to call it as a turnover. He doesn't because nobody commits. And as a result, Chile all crammed round there. Parkinson bundles his way over. Brilliant play, great game understanding from Germany.
That's an important kick because it would have meant they needed 2 converted tries. It is all Germany at the moment. There is your try scorer, Rainer Parkinson. Well, they've been the informed team. There's been no doubt about that. The win against Jamaica, 31-12, 24-0 against Uganda, 24-21 against Tonga. And they broke the hearts of the Hong Kong crowd last night, winning 14-7 against the hosts. 25 passes to 12. Although that will even up now with Chile when they get some possession, and they're going to have to work outside their own 22. Udoz can't take the pass. And the passes that were sticking yesterday are not today.
They're trying to force it now, Chile, aren't they? And as a result, coughing up the ball. Haven't been out there half this entire second half. That pressure is telling on them. Germany just lapping every second up that they can down here.
Managed to have a talk with the German manager, who told me they've had a tremendous build-up to Hong Kong. They were in Dubai in the invitational competition. They went to Fiji to play in the Coral Sevens. You don't go to Fiji. Yeah, well, you go to Fiji if you want to learn how to play sevens, and that's what they did. They won a couple of games there too. And then they've spent time in South Africa with Frankie Horn, but here come Chile through Captain Blanger. Question of the pace, got the power. Lovely run from the captain. Petrovic is there quickly. Recycled in the close quarters. Germany have done well to get back. All 7 players are back on side. Petrovic gets it. Udoz back to the blind they come. Big spot tackle from the blind side from Heimer. And Chile lose possession.
What a hit that is from number 10. Himmer there comes in and absolutely bulldozes his way into the bigger man, the number 8. Petrovic, huge hit, great turnover, just saved a certain try if he doesn't make that one.
9 missed tackles from Chile. We saw a stat up a little bit earlier where they've made 12, but they've missed 9. And at this level, you can't afford to have a stat like that. Oh, they get the penalty too, and they're in absolutely no hurry to get the ball out of play here. They've definitely deserved the 12-point lead they have.
Yeah, they have. Well, interesting decision though, as we saw earlier. Twice they've gone to their line out, twice they've lost it. They're going to go now. It's an opportunity. Chile will be excited here. They can turn this over.
Well, they've turned it. They've given ball away as well because it was an indirect penalty. It was a free kick, which means that if you kick it out, the opposition get the ball. Strange decision, but they lead by 12.
Can Chile make them pay? 53 seconds on the clock. Got to score almost immediately.
Well, they got the players. Udoz wins the line out. Heimer can't get it, but now Chile going backwards. Metuas. Where's jersey 9? Petrovic gets the ball. He's strong and abrasive, loves to go into the contact and then offload there. Unfortunately, it's gone into the hands of the Germans, and Parkinson again. Great chase, lovely offload, but he was in touch.
So close, but look where the line out is at this present moment in time in comparison to where Chile had that line out. Fantastic defence from Germany and nearly reaping the rewards. Parkinson's feet just drifting into touch.
And that's one area that they have worked well, is the line out, and now they drop it to where Metuas has to go back and get it. They want to finish their campaign with another try, will Chile. It's dangerous, it's high risk, but it's sevens rugby. And at its best, running across is Raratz. That pass there finds the touchline, and that is their campaign done and dusted. Germany will progress through to the final of the qualifiers here in 2017. There's the disappointment from the Chilean coach, Edmundo Alfos. Not too much celebration from the Germans, but certainly from their fans. Full time here, 19-7.